My name is Karen Finnegan. I am the mom of 7 kids. We are a blended family, and of my 7 children, 3 are members of the queer community.
Hi, I'm Leigh-Abby. My wife and I are raising 2 young sons in New York's Hudson Valley. I became involved in defense of democracy because I want my children to feel like they're a part of their community. I want all children to feel like they're a part of their community.
The mission of Defense of Democracy is to support educators, legislators, and administrators within the educational system and within our community to provide a supportive environment for all of our children and all members of our community, regardless of their race, their religious beliefs, their background, their gender, their identity.
I connected with Karen and we created Defense of Democracy after our local school board election seemed to be hijacked by Christian nationalists. We gathered together with other like-minded people to really fight for the rights of the children of the community to not have a school board election that was taken over by people with intent to put down children from families of different religions or sexual orientations or different colors.
Being a Christian myself, I found it doubly offensive because I just feel like that is not a Christ-like thing to push onto kids, especially if they're not all Christian.
Whether they have a mom and dad, 2 dads, 2 moms, no mom or dad, I want all kids to feel seen and relevant in their communities and in their schools.
It was very important for us to support what I feel are the traditional American values, that all men and women are created equal.
To be in a same-sex couple and be called a groomer for no other reason than I married my wife and we're raising 2 beautiful children. It's just a wake-up call to what's going on around us. And there are so many families like mine who don't know what to say or what to do in the face of these sorts of baseless accusations. And so I personally feel very comfortable being a face and a voice for that because no one's going to silence me. No one's going to tell me that my family is wrong. My family is beautiful. All families, all different people of all different religions, colors, sexual orientation. Everyone has the right to have a family and care for them and to be an accepted part of their community.
I really am concerned, not just about my 3 kids who are members of the queer community, but for all my children and everyone's children I know who are now faced with all of these pressures coming in from different angles about people trying to pull books off shelves that legitimize their experience.
It feels shocking to me that right now people would want to ban books from local community libraries and from school libraries. Not because kids are going to be forced to read about queer characters or about racism, but simply because they are available for kids, teens, adults to read these books and to see these experiences.
The part of it that pertains to books that have to do with our actual history, the history of the country that they want to ban, it's incredible to me.
There are so many Americans right now who are very vocal in this idea that you can't be a proud, patriotic American and also understand that we have a history of violence, that we have a complicated history, that we need to be able to teach that and talk about that. I think we can be very proud, really love this country, and still say, we have work to do, let's talk about that work.
Why are you taking away that part of your child's experience to understand where they are and where they came from in this country?
I wish that I could sit down with people who are so afraid of pronouns and children who might be gender nonconforming and queer people and queer families and let them know that it's okay. It's okay if that's not for you. My having a wife and being in love with her isn't going to hurt your child, and you can raise them with whatever values you believe in, but I have the freedom to raise my children with the values that we believe in at the same time. Trying to pretend we don't exist, trying to take our books out of your libraries, you're really just hurting another generation of young children who are just trying to grow up in a world of kindness.
I have also raised my children through a pandemic and through a time when school shootings just became normal. I think my children are heroes for surviving, and I think that they deserve to be supported and loved for who they are, and I don't care what they want me to call them, what they want to wear. I just want them to be happy, and that's my end goal And I would assume that would be the end goal of any other parent.
I think we all have a lot more in common than we realize, especially parenting, the big stuff, the small stuff, the exhaustion, all of it. We're all just trying to do our best and to raise happy, healthy little humans.
And I feel like participating in Defense of Democracy gives me a channel to work towards making sure that their lives are everything that I had hoped for them when they were born.
If you support the mission of Defense of Democracy, we would love to have you join us. Here's how you can do that.
Our website is defenseofdemocracy.org, and we look forward to hearing from you.